In this video, we transform this worn out, messy and impractical space to a herringbone paved entertaining space and pathway that the whole family can enjoy and use. So we moved into this house a few years ago, and for some reason the previous owners built this raised garden bed literally right outside the back door. And you'd almost fall into it every time you went outside, so we made the decision to remove it and make the space and path behind the house into something much more functional and practical. A space where the kids can ride their bikes and we can have an outdoor entertaining area. Alright, it's day 2. I got out nice and early this morning before it got too warm to finish it off. So this is where we're up to. We've got it all cleared out, all the roses cleared out and level. The next thing we need to achieve though is going to take a little bit longer, and I'm hoping for the best for this, but I don't know how it's going to go. It's to remove the concrete. So thankfully it's not all of it, but there is a strip here where the bricks were, which you can probably see just under the dirt the whole way along here. And then we've got to remove these bricks and the concrete holding them in. I was inspired the other day by Sam and Laura at their place just down the road. They've done a beautiful job with recycling some bricks and making it into a beautiful paved area. So we're going to try that today and see how we go. Alrighty, so we've got the string line in and we've got it reasonably straight, so we're going to cement it in, just make it secure and let this set overnight. Then we'll continue on the herringbone pattern. Right, I had to take a bit of a break, but we're back day 2. So today we're going to be getting into the edging a bit more. As you can see, I've just done a little bit of digging here, just setting up for the next edge. We'll cement that in and then probably take a trip to Bunnings, get some road base and some sand, and we'll get this level and start laying some pavers. Well, it's taken a couple of days to get back to this. There's been some really heavy rainy weather, a bit of flooding around. So we're finally dry enough to get into putting down our road base, and then we'll also be putting down some sand, screeting, getting it all level, compacted, and ready to lay some herringbone. When we started on the project, we weren't sure if we'd have enough materials to complete the larger area, so we opted to start with the pathway behind the house instead. And so far we'd been recycling materials that we found on the property. We'd reused the bricks from the raised garden bed, and there were hundreds of pavers making up the garden edging around the house. So we wanted to maintain the style and period of the house. We thought this looked really nice. As an added bonus, it only cost us some road base and sand. Okay everyone, we've got some developments in the build so far. So as everyone's been watching along, we've got our herringbone path that we're starting to lay, and we've got most of it in. We've just put a bit of sand in just to hold it, but you'll probably see, oh, hey Riley, you'll probably see with these gaps here, we're going to need to start cutting triangles, and there's probably 100 odd of them. That's on me. I brought that upon myself when I decided to do this pattern, but it's probably going to require a brick saw that I'm going to need to hire. we've got some more exciting things happening back over here. So we're going to actually extend this path into more of a patio area, and this whole area, pretty much from where you can see this concrete border, I'm going to take that all the way out to this path edge, put in some I guess some solid ground under here so we can pave it pretty much right to that edge of the laundry, and then take that all the way across, and then we'll have this nice big area that we can actually use. So we're in the next part now where we've got the compactor. So I've been at Bunnings, hired it, 40 bucks for 4 hours, really good deal. And we've just been screeding over road bases to make it nice and level. And now it's time to compact it down, and then we've got to go pick up some pavers. Yeah, the cementing's done. I'll just pretty much put an edge right around it just to really make sure it stays put, and pretty happy with it. Last little sneaky bit I did was just this bit here, just to give us an idea of what it's going to look like once all those bits and pieces get finished up. So to the trampoline, these two gooses need a bit of running around, and we'll see you tomorrow. Well, it has been a bit of a delay since we've last checked in with this project, but as you can see, we're coming along pretty well. We've got a fair bit more of it done. We're just doing the edges now. I've got a ute load of sand all picked up. So today's the day we're going to finish this project off. So stay tuned, we're going to do a time lapse of this last little bit of paving and putting the sand down, and then we're going to start cutting. So keeping on the theme of recycled, we were able to pick up these pavers from my wife's parents' farm. They had several pallets of recycled pavers that had been left on their property after they weren't needed for a big paving job. So keeping with the recycled and free theme, we said, yep, thank you, we'll take them and put them to good use. And it's great to see them getting a new life and purpose again. As you can see, we've got a beautiful straight line now, all the way down, which we're going to then add all these pavers into with a bit of cement. Pack it down, and then that will be one side done, and then we've just got to do the same on this side. So the finishing touches going on here, just putting some fine sand into all the cracks. And I must say I'm pretty happy with the finished result. It's a really nice path down the side of the house, down to the chook yard. It's a great open entertaining space that we can actually use now. And as much as the herringbone pattern was a challenge, I really do like it. It's quite elegant and classic. And you know, as I always like to think, we've done this on the cheap. I'm really grateful that we got these pavers essentially for free. Now, it was a big job though. This took us, you know, over 6 months when we look at things, but all in all, a great addition to the home.